Hi, this is Alex Gray with IMA TV. I'm here with Frederick Vallaeys from Top Tier Tools. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
Great to be here. Tell us a little bit about Top Tier. What do you guys do?
Yeah, so I was at Google for 10 years, and 6 months ago I decided I wanted to set out and start my own business. And it was really playing on the fact that there's still a big gap between the understanding of online marketing and connecting that to the fact that consumers, 97% of consumers, research stuff online. And so you have all these companies out there who are just inundated with information about what they should be doing with online marketing, but it's very tough to make sense of that. And so we're trying to simplify that. And one thing that we're doing is we have a dashboard, and the dashboard pulls in data from all of your different sources, whether that be Google Analytics, Cloud Score, Twitter, Facebook, SEO data, so how is your page ranking, and it gives you all of that on a single page. And then based on that, what we thought we could do is actually give you really specific action items and insights, right? So the problem that you see nowadays is there's so much information out there, and people just don't know where to start with it. And we think by looking at certain signals, we could, for example, go to your website and we could tell you, hey, your page title is kind of lame. You probably want to change that. And we'll explain why that matters, how that's going to help you in your organic rankings, and then we'll give you really specific tutorials that say this is exactly how you go about it, and really hold your hand throughout the whole process. So if you're not the most tech-savvy person, we still think you should be able to do all these fairly technical things that really will have an impact on your business on the internet.
That's fantastic. What are the products that have been recently introduced by Top Tier? Would you be able to share a few insights with us?
Sure. Yeah, so we just launched the dashboard, the first version of it, and it already has Facebook data, it has Twitter data, it has your Cloud Score, which is a reflection of how authoritative you are on social media, right? One of the big things that people have an issue with these days is everybody says you need to do social media, but it's really hard to measure what kind of impact that has for your business. And so here you have a Cloud Score, which is a little bit similar to a quality score from AdWords, if you will, or a PageRank score from Google Organic. And so it gives you these numbers, and as you're doing things on Twitter, posting more posts, getting more likes on Facebook, you see that score moving, and you have an understanding of, is that actually working for me? Am I doing the right thing for my business? And then the signals that we're starting to look at, over time they will become more sophisticated, but we can see, oh, you've posted 5 things on Twitter today, and look at what that did to your results. Based on that, the next day we might recommend you do the same thing, or you do a little bit more. And we'll actually tell you, here's some interesting content that you could share. Right, or here's some interesting things that you could do to your website that we've seen from your results in the past have actually driven results.
That's fantastic. It's a very useful tool.
Thank you.
So what technologies then should a company leverage to best reach their clients?
Yeah, really when you're looking at reaching new clients, there's the old staples, if you will. So search marketing. I myself, I was with AdWords for 10 years, so no surprise here, I really do like search marketing, and I think it can drive great results. What we're seeing more and more though is that clicks on search marketing do tend to get pretty pricey. There's a lot of competition out there, and so you have to start looking at all of these other techniques for finding new customers, and that's where having an integrated solution, an integrated strategy that combines content marketing, social marketing, organic, search, paid search, you have to bring all of that together. So one thing that I really like nowadays is remarketing. And one technique that you can do in remarketing is, rather than targeting the very expensive specific keywords at the bottom of the funnel for paid search, you find something that's maybe a little bit higher up on the funnel, or that's maybe more of a research type query where people are still trying to educate themselves on what is it that, what products, what tools exist that will solve my needs. Right? You target those more generic keywords, if you will. They tend to be cheaper, but you can drop a cookie whenever those users visit your website. And now what you can do is you can make remarketing lists, and you can get really sophisticated with it. If you use Google Analytics, it's not just saying, okay, here's a remarketing list of people who've come to this one specific page, but you can say, okay, find me people who came from a specific source, right? Say they came from LinkedIn, or they used a specific keyword, and they spent a certain amount of time on my site, and they bought something or they didn't buy something. And so you take all these little pieces of information, and you build your own remarketing list any way you want it, And so what you've done is, the key thing here is you have to have a lot of people on your basic list visiting your website to be able to build these very specific targeted remarketing lists. And that's why you have to go, I think, a little bit more broadly. Go for content marketing so that you do draw those people into the site, and then you can figure out how to reconnect with them and really sell to them.
Wow, that's fantastic. So speaking of social marketing and those types of modes of marketing, what are a few of your predictions for the way social marketing will be evolving into the future?
Social marketing, I think we've only scraped the surface on that. It's, there's a disconnect, right? People, when they go on social media, they're not looking to buy something. So it's really branding that happens. It's sort of the upper funnel of conversions. And so I think over time what you're going to see is, as Facebook, for example, goes out and builds a display network of its own, display does work pretty well, and it can work even better if you understand who that person is and who they're connected to. And so I think you're going to see a lot more coming out of that when you see more mobile ads on on the apps that Facebook, that Google Plus has. That's how people consume this stuff nowadays. They're always on their mobile phones. If you can connect with them at that point in time and give them something really relevant, that's huge. And so fundamentally, I think the shift is happening where social is no longer the product, but it becomes a feature of everything else. Everything you do can be made better by making it social in some way, right? So think about a Google search. Google search used to not really understand who I was as a person, what I was doing, who I was connected to. So if I did a search for Jaguar, it might give me the animal, but really what I wanted to find out was the operating system from Apple. And so because it maybe understands now that I'm in the technology space, that I read a lot of technology content, Google can give me that result much higher up. And so search just became better for me because there was a social dimension. And now, because I'm happier with my search results, maybe I see more ads that are actually relevant to what I was looking for, and that's an opportunity for marketers to then connect with their consumers.
That's very powerful. I want to thank you for coming out today. It's been a busy day here at IMA, and I've really enjoyed speaking with you and learning from you. This is really a great opportunity. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having me, Alex.
Great.
It was great. Thank you.
Alex Gray with IMA TV, and we look forward to seeing you at the next interview. Bye for now.